Hi everybody, I'm now in Istiklal Street, just in front of the Taksim Square, the entrance to Taksim Square that is closed now by the police. You see the line there of policemen, and there is a Toma over there. The street is very quiet and very empty. Most of the shops are closed now, and in Taksim Square as well. I mean, people are not allowed to be there. Only the only people you see in the streets are some curious local people and many reporters that are here with their cameras and microphones. In every corner, the Istiklal. This is Istiklal Street. It's a long, long street with many, many small streets that are crossing him from right to left. And in almost each and every corner, there are police standing there. You can see what I see. And the situation is pretty tense here. I mean, not not that there was tear gas recently, but I mean here, but still the feeling is not really very good in the street, as you can see. Yeah, it is live now, right now from Istiklal, the beginning of Istiklal Street, really close to Taksim Square. Quite empty here. I'm just sitting here, trying not to pay to Usually, in a regular day, this street is packed with people, especially in this hour. But actually, all along the day, today, as close as you get to the beginning of the street, to its connection to Taksim Square, there are at least people. As you can see, it's really, really empty. Most of the people are holding their gas masks or protection glasses. There are reporters here that are waiting, for some action to happen, I guess. Most of the street in Taksim area are with police, either in the street or nearby. I can tell you a bit about, maybe not about here, but about generally. Um, in the recent, I think it's already almost 18 hours. The situation is really bad here. Gezi Park was brutally attacked by the police yesterday around 9 o'clock p.m. local time. It was really surprising because it was during weekend when many, many visitors are there, many families. I left the camp about an hour before the attack, and I just saw there, plenty of kids playing and making art, and nobody was warned before that you should leave in, I don't know, 5-10 minutes because we're attacking or taking over the camp. It was just tear gas and water cannon heavily, without any notice, any announcement. I mean, and people were just running along Taksim Square, Istiklal Street, and There were tear gas and water cannon there as well. The police chased them. The police actually treated everyone that was yesterday in Gezi camp as Gezi Park as a terrorist or as I don't know hooligan or marginalized people, margin people, and what is called çapulcu in Turkish. And in the meantime, there were in Gezi Park has two entrances. One is here from Taksim, and the other one is from Divan Hotel. And Divan Hotel became, from the first day of this revolt 3 weeks ago, it became the place for evacuating the wounded people, the injured people. I mean, and yesterday there was full of police there, and they got into the hospital. I mean, to the field hospital there, or the infirmary there, and they arrested doctors for protecting the protesters, taking care of the protesters, and they gassed inside the lobby of the hotel. We saw some YouTube movies that are really horrifying, and when there was a lack of doctors because some of them were arrested, and then there were calls to bring the wounded people to some other places like the German hospital and another place. And so later on the police attacked the German hospital as well. I can tell you that I was there yesterday in a friend's house, and I just went out sometime in the night, late in the night, walking just near the hospital, and they came again every few minutes to patrol there and to tear gas and to chase people that were standing there, trying to clash with them a little bit, to revolt, to resist, to protest. And I can tell you from my experience that one shop there, it was a food shop, it just became kind of improvised infirmary. You just grabbed in an ambulance bed inside, and they took some tables and filled them with the medicines and solutions and stuff, and people were there. And anytime when the police arrived, they just locked themselves inside the store. This metal electric door that is getting down and up. So they just kind of closed themselves there, hiding. It reminded me of some bad memories from history. That it's quite amazing that they were whispering there, shh, shh. So nobody will hear they're there because they were really chased, and there were medics and doctors and people who were there just to assist, to give help, but nobody cared about that. And I was there with them, closed for an hour, and we just heard outside the bombings. They were tear gassing there in the area. But still, even though I must tell you something about the Turkish young people there in that neighborhood, they revolted. I mean, they actually everybody. I mean, people were standing in the balconies and using their kitchen stuff, pots, frying pans, spoons, and made lots of noise, and they made calls. And then many others went out after the first shock. I guess about 20 minutes, half an hour after, people just went out wearing gas masks, hiding their faces, protecting themselves, and then they went out to revolt. To some of them marched towards Taksim as fast as close as they could have get to Taksim. The others were just standing there in the neighborhood and trying to resist the police when they come. And with many people that I spoke to, they were all very angry. It seems that they grasp it as a direct attack not only on the people in camp, but on this half of Turkey that is secular, that is more more. I don't like to use the word modern, but more open to the West, and so those people are really feeling that the attack was on them. They're really outrageous. I mean, they're really very nervous about the fact that it was such a brutal attack. I don't know if you know, but they just got into the park and with bulldozers destroying everything, and causing so much damage, and chasing people. There was one woman that was crushed under a bulldozer, and the police were standing there, just looking and do nothing to help. Um, many. Yeah, and somebody's writing that yesterday night there were hundreds, thousands of people that started to walk to Taksim, even from across the bridge. Yeah, I know that. Police didn't let them pass. Today there will be a huge crowd walking to the Taksim for a passive resistance. Once again, it's kind of a dangerous day because I understand that not far away from here today, Prime Minister Erdogan is holding an event that he announced a few days ago, or its party or his supporters are supposed to do some rally, supporting rally in his way. So those two groups will be, there is a call of million people to come today to Taksim, million people that are with the Gezi Park, and then there is the call of Erdogan and his party for his supporters to come and not so far from here have their demonstration, and this confrontation, if I don't know, it's not really a good thing today. Um, anyway, people are really, as I said before, people here really feel that it's just the beginning of I don't know, either a culture revolution or a big clash between two different attitudes in Turkey. Turkey was always, in this tension between secularism and religiousness, if that's the word in English, and and people were. There were years that people knew how to make this tension as a productive one that made this place interesting and nice. And of course, it's still like this. People are people, but I understand that we're having problems to hear. At least some of us. Somebody is writing to me that we have some hearing problems. I'm sorry, but this is the best I can do today. I guess that the internet is jammed in the area, and it doesn't really help. Um, so we are in Istiklal Street, just the entrance to Istiklal Street when when you head from Taksim. And as I said, there is a tension in the air, although nothing happens now. You do see the Toma, this big water cannon standing there, and I would like to know if the other people are hearing me. Is it just a local problem of somebody that told me that he doesn't hear, or is it a problem with the sound and nobody hears? Erdogan is providing every kind of help to bring the supporters to their meeting area while he is holding the rest with police barriers and also without public transportation. I would add to something that somebody just wrote us on the chat. Um, Actually, I'm not the only one that is taking photos here. That's it's okay here. I'm just sitting next to journalists that are here, and it won't be too long. I'm just giving you some idea of how it looks like here in Istiklal. You see that people that walk are walking until the line, and then they have a choice either to turn to the left and go down to the left, or I don't know what else, because the entrance to Taksim is closed. I mean the road to Taksim Square Taksim Square is totally blocked for citizens today. Yeah, well, I see people are, many of them are walking fast, trying to just skip this, this part of the road, or do it as quick as they can. The police, if they see that you're a citizen, if you're not wearing a professional mask, and if you don't have a helmet, or they treat you okay. I mean, some shops are open. People, just in the streets next to here. Maybe I'll show you later. People are playing chess, or backs and gammas, and the situation is tense, but also, yeah. Well, normal is not a word, but it's strange. It's strange. Anyway, we are giving pocket money to coming supporters, as usual, which collected from our taxes. Somebody's writing us. There's a police car that just passed here. It was just a patrol. I understand that you are hearing me. I won't stay here too long. It's quite stable here. I mean, nothing to follow for too long, because nothing happens. But you see the line of the police over there, and you see people walking, but not so many. And you see the media that is here. So this is how the main street of Taksim, modern Istanbul, looks like today. Yeah.